Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a Turkish dessert called Lokma. They're like little dough balls dipped in syrup. What I've got here in my saucepan is I have got 6 cups of sugar to 5 cups of water. The cup size that I'm using it's like 200 mils cup mug. So I've got 6 cups of sugar to 5 cups of water in a saucepan with 2 slices lemon. Just going to drop them in and bring it to boil. Once it begins to boil, we will turn it down and simmer it for 10 minutes. Okay, whilst our syrup is getting done, it's boiled and I've turned it down and it's now simmering. I have got 7 mugs of flour, into which I will be putting dried yeast. I want 2 tablespoons of dried yeast. I'm now going to put 1 tablespoon of sugar right on top of the yeast. 1 teaspoon of salt. Put the salt around it, just 1 teaspoon will do. Just going to get lukewarm water. It has to be lukewarm water. And what we want to do is just pour it in gradually and mix in our dough. We need this dough to be really soft, so it's got to be a runny mixture. So we just go ahead and mix our dough. This is very traditional Turkish dessert. It's a special night tonight, so we'll make it and give it out to our neighbours. You can buy it in most of the Turkey, they do desserts and stuff. So all I'm doing is just mixing it up with lukewarm water. As we mix it up, we will then leave it to prove and double it in its size. And then the only other ingredients you're going to need is some vegetable oil to fry it in. So we don't want a bread dough, we want it runny dough. So just keep mixing it up, adding the water gradually. You don't have to be accurate with your measurements. This would work, seriously guys. The only thing you need to be try and get right is your syrup. It has to be a thick. Normally when I make desserts that I will use syrup. I normally put less sugar to water, but in this case you need to have more sugar to water. So this is how you want it quite runny. So this is looking good. This is how it should be. Can you see how runny it is? So I'm just going to continue just rub it in, so I'll get rid of it if there's any lumps or anything. Okay, I'm quite happy with this now. Can you see how runny it is? So we're going to leave it to prove now. Leave it for at least an hour, 2 hours, an hour at minimum. Just leave it to prove and double it in its size. Switched off my syrup now. Leave that to cool down. It's completely cold. And just cover up your pastry, and we'll come back in a couple of hours. So once you've left your dough for a couple of hours and your dough has risen, this is now ready. Take off the towel. So just mix your dough. See how soft it is? Just mix it and now our dough is ready to be cooked. So now we have everything ready. I've got a pan which I've filled up with sunflower oil. I've also put some into a cup glass of oil. The reason being is we're going to dip our spoon into it as we scooping the dough out. So I've got that ready, and I've got my cold sherbet ready here. So as soon as our lokmas are done, we're going to take it and straight away put them into the syrup. Give it 2-3 minutes in there before we take them out. So I've got everything ready here. And you just need a little spoon really to... I'm just going to test it now. I've just dipped my spoon into oil, and I'm just going to take... Can you see how we do it? And then I'm just going to drop one in. It needs a bit more heating up. So you just get it in your hand, and then you just squeeze. And as you squeeze, you take that ball onto the spoon and into the pan. And if you keep dipping this back into the glass of oil, then the dough won't get too sticky onto your spoon all the time. So I've got that nearby as well. So as your pan really starts to heat up, then we want to turn it down just a little bit on a medium heat. You just want to make sure you brown them all over, so just turn them occasionally. Once you've browned them off, what you want to do is take them out and put them straight into cold syrup. By the time you get your next batch ready in the pan frying away, they can stay in the syrup, and then take them out onto the plate. And just mix them up, let them soak in the syrup. And then in the meanwhile, you just continue making your dough balls. Turn down your heat a little bit, turn down your heat, and just continue doing your dough balls. Okay, so next, while they're now frying, you then take out your lovely lokmas out of the syrup and into a dish. So you'll get loads out of this mixture that I've made. As you can see, I've still got loads, and this is just the first batch that we've taken out. So you take them all out, turn down the heat until you start putting them in, and then open it up, otherwise you'll end up burning them. So once we take it all out, I then turn down the heat, and then we start putting them in, and as the oil gets colder, then we open up the heat up again. Never use the same utensil, so what you're using for the hot oil and what you're using for the cold syrup, keep them separate. So here's our last batch. You do get quite a lot out of it. Our homemade lokmas are done. A Turkish dessert. You can make them without having to put it in the syrup. You can just make it so that when you're making the dough, add extra sugar and have it sweet, so you would just have it plain. Or ideally you would fry them and then you would just sprinkle icing sugar or drizzle some honey on top and eat it that way. This is how much I've got out of that measurement. So you can half it or do a quarter of it. I wish I'd actually doubled mine because, like I said, I do give them out to all my neighbours. And the more you give out, the better. It's nice and crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. And you give it serve it out with cocktail sticks. They are, like I said, they are hard on the outside. And they're nice and soft on the inside. So that is it. Hope you give it a go. Let me know how you get on. They really are tasty. Enjoy. Until next time, take care. Thank you for watching. Please thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.